I'm pissed off today. I'm not even gonna lie. Here, the lighting kind of looks bad, so I'm gonna. Looks even worse there. Well, a little bit, a little bit better. Cool. Here I am in my room. That's my bed. That's my ceiling. But here's the problem. I'm hopping on so many sales calls, and each and every single time, I keep getting walked over. People keep asking me, "Hey, we've been on this call for XYZ minutes. Why don't you just show me the product? Tell me what you got. What's the price? How do we get started?" It's just, you know what I'm saying, right? And so people sometimes even come in, they just say, "Oh, I thought I wasn't gonna be paying for ad spend. I wasn't gonna be paying for this." And it's just, shut your mouth, please, right? It's ridiculous. And so here I am, sitting in my room, really just unhappy because I gotta fix it. I gotta fix it. And so what I've done in the past to circumvent, I want to think about it. 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 Is just an upfront contract. Hey, if we get to the end and you're thinking, man, this Matthew guy really just sucks, would you be okay with just telling me no? And if we get to the end and maybe you don't think I'm some guy from Pakistan trying to scam you, are you comfortable talking about possible next steps? And then if we do get to the end and you think, Matthew, I want to ponder this. Let me sleep on it. Let me go think about it. Could we just chalk it up to a polite no and move on? I really hate wasting my time. It's so annoying. I'm just tired of having it happen. I don't know, something like that, and they'll probably honestly respect me for it. When I was doing sales calls before, a lot of prospects, when I wasn't making it sound salesy, they just respected me. Here, we can try it right now. Yeah, no, for sure. I'd love to get into that. Do you mind if I ask you just for one quick favor before we hop in? Thank you. If we do get to the end and you're thinking, this Matthew guy, he looks like some scammer, some scammer, or, I really don't think he can help out my business, would you be comfortable just telling me no? Thank you. And, if we do get to the end and you do see the value, would you be comfortable talking next steps? Well, would you be comfortable talking next steps? Awesome. And there is just one last thing that could happen. We could get to the end and you're thinking, you know, Matthew, I really like you and I love what you do. I might just have to go, sleep on it. Could we just chalk it up to a polite no and move on? Just so we don't waste each other's time. And then they're gonna. Honestly, I'm thinking of doing that because honestly, it's pissing me off. It's so annoying. So annoying, right? I'm trying to help people and I feel like I don't get to help people if I'm just not taking control. I'm actively, I don't know if you're in sales watching this, but if you are not taking control in the sales call, you are actively doing the prospect a disservice because you are not able to help them if they take control. Because then what's going to happen, they're going to say, okay, you know what, Matthew, I love the product. Or no, I love you. I think this is great. But, we've been on this call for 30 minutes and you've been asking all the questions. I have to go. Could you just get to the point about what the product is? How much does it cost? How do we get started? And we'll go from there. And then what do you say? What happens to me is, I mean, honestly, at least as of late, it's been my killer instinct to, not my killer instinct, my, not a good instinct to just answer the questions that they have and pitch the product. But here's the thing, that doesn't get anywhere. It doesn't. And it pisses me off. Honestly, this video is for a future me. Take control. Take control, bro. Take control. Because honestly, but not in a violent way, honestly, I'm gonna do that next time. I'm gonna do that. Either an upfront contract or some kind of commitment to where, beautiful, just before I get into the product and what it is that I do, can I ask you for one tiny little small favor? And then get into it. So then there's the consistency bias. And then if they hit me with the, oh, frick, I want to think about it, then I'll just say, well, hold on a minute. 5 minutes ago, you literally just said this. What's really going on here, right? I haven't been challenging my product prospects enough. I feel like I've been in a state of, you know, I'm gonna just keep it real, bro. I've been struggling, right? I've been in a state to where I feel like I need to close a deal really bad because I really want to make this work, and I need to, collect some money so I can prove my self worth to my parents, to myself, to my own self image. But honestly, I'm sick of it, right? At least in sales, I mean, honestly, if you're attached to the money, if you're attached to the outcome, you're not gonna get it, and that's how it is. That's how I found it to be with girls, with planche, with anything, with anything. You cannot be you cannot be attached to the outcome. You just can't. And so I guess I'm realizing it now, but by being attached to that outcome, you're actively doing a disservice not just to yourself, but to the prospect. And honestly, at the end of the day, God put us on this earth to serve other people, to, you know, build up his he put us on this earth to serve him ultimately. And so, by helping other people, that's how we do it. And that's why salespeople exist, because you're helping somebody to make a decision. You're helping somebody to make a decision that's going to change their life. And I know with all the clients that I've worked with thus far, me selling them has helped them. I've had clients that got $1,200 a month clients. I've had clients that, got multiple 800 a month clients. I have clients that just see double return on their investment. Sometimes the same, but they're happy. They see that it's working. They see that they're actually getting a result, and I'm changing lives here. So I have to take control. I have to take authority, and I have to take action. And I guess this video is just as a reminder to myself, but to you as well. Yeah. So I think it's a lot to do with the self image. I feel like a lot of people don't talk about this, but honestly, inherently, sales is just, bro, if you fix your self image, you're good. Right now, I don't see myself as the kind of person that can sell, 6K deals, 10K deals, really, really high ticket. The most I've sold is probably 3K, right? And that's been pretty nice, but also we have to go higher, right? Ever since I started my business, I've doubled my price, right? I sold one 3K deal, and now I'm saying, okay, let's go sell a 6K. So it's taking some time to figure out. It took me a while to sell a 3K. Now it's taking some time to sell a 6K. I can sell a 1K easily, 500 easily. So we'll slowly work up. We'll slowly work up. But yeah, that's where I'm at. Thought someone was coming upstairs. I don't know. I feel like we're having a good discussion, so. But yeah, I mean, I'm just tired of getting people to that want to tell me to think about it because they don't actually want to think about anything. It's really the case, and that's why when I make decisions, at least, I always just okay, yes or no, right? Because I'm tired of people. I don't like to think about it, right? I don't. Because that's how other people want to buy from me, right? So honestly, I guess in solving my own problem and putting this out there, I guess on the YouTubes, the best thing to do would probably just be do an upfront contract or make some kind of commitment at the end of the call, fix my self image, and I'm going to take this weekend to do that, and just care, really care about the person and detach from the outcome. Because honestly, this is another thing I realized. There's billions of dollars out there, right? That's why I don't want to be a doctor, right? Because if I can have billions of dollars, I see no point in, you know, becoming a doctor, becoming a lawyer, or something like that. And so there really isn't a scarcity of money, and there really isn't a scarcity of prospects. I mean, think about this. The amount of gyms in the United States is around 70,000. If you could pull one gym owner out of, 100, that's, guess what? 700 people to talk to. I haven't had 700 sales calls. And guess what? You can just flip through them all again with a slightly different offer, with a different, Instagram account, different phone number, whatever. So they're all out there, man. There's an abundance to everything in life. Even with girls, let's say. There's 4 billion of them out there. 4 billion. If you, I mean, can I record my screen as well? I'm recording this on OBS. Huh. So this is my YouTube channel. What if we did 4,000,000. So that's 4,000,000. 4,000,000,000 times point. Wait, right? I just want to make sure. Yeah, that's 4,000,000,000 times 0.01. If you can get 0.01% of the female population to like you, you got 40 million options. If you could get 1%, that's 40,000 girls. Even if you were this bad, which nobody is, that is a very low probability. You see what I'm saying? And so, out of the whole point I'm trying to make here, at least to myself and to whoever watching this video, there's so much abundance that God has put on this world. And honestly, no matter how many times I fail, no matter how many times you have to keep trying, no matter how many times it takes you to learn a skill or learn the thing, just go back, look at, hey, what could I have learned from this? And then apply it to your next call, or apply it to your next outreach, or apply it to your next cold approach. I don't freaking know. I'm just spewing out words here. Or your next workout, whatever, right? A lot of life is just, trial and error, finding what works and finding what doesn't. Because, after a while, after a certain point, you collect some data and say, holy crap, that thing worked, that thing didn't. And not making emotional, ties to things. I feel like that's another thing I struggle with, making emotional ties to, some outcomes. But honestly, at the end of the day, why is there a need to worry about that when God is with you? When God is with all of us, you know? And right now in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, well, yeah, but what, right? If you have the superior power of the universe on your side, then there's really not much leeway to lose because you're pretty much guaranteed success. And if I keep trying and keep iterating, which I really have to work on, then success is guaranteed. So I don't know. That's where I stand with everything. I have to hop on the call with this one guy. He said I'll give you $200 in ad spend. He's not paying me anything, which really pisses me off. But I want to gain his trust because if I can gain his trust and get a testimonial out of that, then I'll just say, okay, well, great. I never have to do that again. Never have to work for free. So that's where I stand. And once I get more authority, once I get better at sales, then I'm going to go from there. I'm going to just spend this weekend. I'm taking the weekend off of calls and outreach. I'm going to just dial in on this crap. Really learn it. Really understand the theory to a T. Just dive hours and hours into it. And then I'm going to crush it next week. All right. I got a couple calls booked. And yeah, every prospect has $1 million. That's another thing I've learned. It's just, even the people you don't think have money, they have money. The people that you think do have money, they don't have money. It's kind of weird, right? It's always weird, man. When you don't attach yourself to anything, you get it. You just gotta detach sometimes. But it's hard. It's easier than said than done, right? I mean, at the end of the day, people need money. People want a girlfriend. People want whatever, and that's why instant gratification exists to subside the feeling of pain that comes with trying to achieve those things that are usually they're not, I would say, hard, but you need to understand the concept of delayed gratification, and our society's kind of just fallen out of that. So yeah, anyway, I've been here for 14 minutes. I just realized that, and I'm just spewing out random thoughts. But if you gain value from this video, if someone watches this, please comment. Please comment or like. If not, I'm sure someone will find this eventually. Maybe myself. Maybe if you're my kid, I love you. If you're not my kid, I still love you. Not as much as my kid, though. But yeah, just saying how I feel, man. I'll see you soon.